It happens the moment you lie down. The room goes dark, the phone goes face down, the world gets quiet. And that is exactly when your brain decides it has something very important to tell you. It is not an emergency. It never is. It is something you said 3 years ago, or a meeting you have tomorrow, or a question with no answer. Why does this happen? The answer reaches back further than you think. For roughly 300,000 years, your ancestors lived without electric light, without locked doors. When the sun went down, the darkness was real. The threats inside it were real too. Predators moved at night. The moment you closed your eyes was the moment you were most exposed. Your brain knew this, and so it developed a system. During daylight hours, your mind is focused outward, tracking movement, solving immediate problems. But the moment external demands drop away, a second system activates. Slower, more reflective, the part of your mind that replays, reconsiders, and plans. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman called this system 2. And for your ancestors, nightfall was its most reliable trigger. There were no more lions to track. The only useful thing left to do was think. So your brain went inward. It rehearsed social conflicts before they happened. It stress-tested tomorrow's decisions tonight. This is not anxiety. This is preparation. And for hundreds of thousands of years, it kept your ancestors alive long enough to pass their genes forward, which means it kept their brains forward too. Your brain, the one keeping you awake right now. Neuroscientist Matthew Walker at UC Berkeley found that in the hours before sleep, the brain does not simply power down. The amygdala, the part that flags threats and emotional weight, becomes more active. This is why the thoughts that surface at night feel more urgent, more raw. Your brain is literally wired to feel things more intensely when the world goes quiet. Now think about your day. From the moment you wake, you are filling every gap. Phone before your feet hit the floor. Something playing on the commute. Content during lunch. You have been running from your own thoughts all day. And then you lie down. And suddenly, there is nowhere left to run. Psychologists call this the rebound effect. When you suppress a thought, you do not eliminate it. You pressurize it. Researcher Daniel Wegner proved this in 1987. He asked participants to not think about a white bear. What happened is now one of the most replicated findings in cognitive psychology. The white bear came back constantly, more often than if people had simply been allowed to think about it freely. Every thought you push away during the day is a white bear waiting for you at night. And here is the part nobody talks about. The thoughts themselves are almost never the problem. What makes nighttime thinking unbearable is the resistance to them. You are lying in the dark telling yourself you should not be thinking while also thinking. That split creates a loop, and the watcher is always more anxious than the thinker. Fighting the thoughts makes them louder. The only thing that reliably quiets the nighttime mind is the thing that feels most counterproductive. You have to let it think. Stop treating the thoughts as intruders and start treating them as information. The moment you stop arguing with your own mind, the argument ends. Walker's research shows that sleep improves not when people try to clear their minds, but when they offload them. Write down tomorrow's tasks before bed, not to solve them, just to acknowledge them. A 2018 study in the Journal of Experimental Psychology found that people who wrote a to-do list before bed fell asleep 9 minutes faster. Your brain is not keeping you awake because it is broken. It is keeping you awake because it does not trust that you will remember. Give it evidence that you will, and it will let you go. Tonight, when the thoughts come, which they will, do not fight them. Name one. Acknowledge it. Let it pass. Your brain has been lying awake in the dark for 300,000 years, keeping watch, making sure you survived until morning. The only difference between you and every ancestor who came before you is that you now live in a world safe enough to sleep in. Your brain just does not know that yet, so train it and you will sleep well.